for Muppin Sewing Emporium. How are you doing, my lovely friends? My good friends? It is time. Welcome to the Emporium. I am Cheryl Whited, your host, and I'm coming to you live through the power of the internet here in beautiful downtown Paducah, Kentucky. It is so cold. So if you hear like that little humming sound, that is my heater in this studio. I'm trying to keep this studio warm because it is so cold outside, and of course we're in a very, very drafty 100-year-old building. How are you doing, my friends? We've got Mr. Spooky, as always, and Mr. Sprinkles. Somebody asked the other day, we were talking about yo-yos in the store, and somebody came in and said, oh, what else can you do with yo-yos? And I'm like, oh, have I got the project for you? And I went into the studio and grabbed Mr. Sprinkles. And so if he looks like he has moved, I mean, technically he has. He moved because I moved him. Not because he was actually doing something strange. Hello. How are you? If you're out there and you can hear me, let me know. We've got a huge amount of stuff to talk about. And if, like I said, if you're out there, you can hear me, say hello, give me a thumbs up. So at least I know it's working. And we are doing a really cool sale right now. And that is, we are doing free shipping in our shop right now. Free shipping until December 16th, and that is free shipping USA. Mary's here. Hello. Hopefully you guys, that means I hope you can hear me. I always have this thing about the various technologies in here, and who boy. Oh, you got your mushrooms. I'm so excited. We are getting more mushrooms. It's been a long day. Today has been extraordinarily long. But I did get some things done, and I'm very excited to talk about that. For those of you that are wondering, hey Cheryl, where is the project you were working on a couple of weeks ago? Weren't you working on some chicken scratch embroidery? The answer is yes, and I left it at home and forgot to bring it in today. So that's where that is. But I have been working on some other stuff. So we've got some fun things to talk about today. We have new stuff. I know. It's like, really, I feel like every company is trying to just like get it all into the stores. And it's like at a certain point, I need them to like slow their roll because I'm running out of room. We've got some new bundles to show you. We've got a couple new panels to show you, and I'm excited about these new panels. So I think we should we just dive in? I think we should just dive in. All right. Let me just bring on over this doodad. There we go. Is it gonna work? Oh, always running out of room. Absolutely. I feel like when you have a tiny store, you have like tiny store problems. And tiny store problem number one for me is, where is it going to go? That's like tiny store problem number one. So Yeah, Cassandra says show all the new things. I Yeah, let's do it. Dive in. Let's go. Okay, so we've got uh we've got a new advent panel. And you know, at first I wasn't sold on this one. You know, it's one of those like the panel looks cute and then you make the panel and then you're like, oh, why did I even doubt that that was going to not turn out the best? And it did. It turned out so cute. So here it is. I want to say it's just slightly taller than a fat quarter. So it's kind of a skinny panel. I need to hang bins from the ceiling, Mary. If we did, we would have to be like ducking and weaving to try to get around. I told Charlie that I think we need more wall shelves, and he's just like, yeah, okay. So for those of you that don't know, this is called the Joy Advent Panel. This is another one where all the directions come on the panel. So once again, super easy to figure out, but there's a reason that I picked this one up. Not just because I'm a sucker for a cute advent panel, because I am totally a sucker for cute advent calendars. But this one includes a little box pleat thing, and that's how you make these little pockets. And at first, when I cut out the panel, I was like, I don't know. But then I made it, and it's amazing, because what it does is it teaches you this box pleat technique, which again, you know, I love a panel that's you're gonna learn something from. So that to me was really cool. So you've got the directions on here, which I always find to be super helpful. And you've got your basic panel, and then you've got on the bottom of the panel the various strips to cut out and turn into the pockets. Now, I did this like super simply. Okay, what I did was I did all of the pockets how they are supposed to be. Look at those little guys. Look, that's a lot of room in there to put your little goodies, your candies, your you could also take like a little stuffed animal and move the stuffed animal to the various day that the day of the month, or you know, that you're in. And so we would be down here on number 6. Okay, and so that's like a lot of fun to just put, you know, a little animal, a little stuffy in there, and then that would be how you can count the days down. Or you could do candies and little small things to go in each of them, right? So if you are going to give this to a fellow quilter, right, you would put things in there like little spools of thread, and you know, that would be really fun and cute. You could do you know, some of our needles, right? You could put that in there. Yes, amen. Mary's reading it. She's got it right there. Heck with candy, spools of thread, and fat quarters. Heck yeah, right? This is the surefire way to your beloved's heart, right? Is to find someone who will fill all of this with sewing goodness. But once you so how I did the sewing on this was I did it envelope style. And if you're not like, let's say you're kind of new at the panels thing, this is a very easy way to do the panel, is that you put it right sides together with your batting, and you cut it to like the exact size of the panel, and then you just do a quarter of an inch all the way around, and then like here at the bottom you just leave a little hole, and you turn the whole thing right side out, and it's like immediately a mini quilt. And then all I did was I went around it with one row, one little bit of stitching around the edge. Simple, easy, cute as can be, this adorable panel. So and then as you can see, that little box pleat is what makes the pockets full, and really super easy and cute. So, and then you just go back and you just hand whip stitch this closed. So you've got a really super simple, you know, super simple and lots of fun. So this Joy panel, $12. Currently on, we've got everything USA shipping, and we are free shipping till the 16th. So there's no reason not to add this to your cart and get going, because this, like I said, I like panels that are quick and easy and fun, and they also give you, like, you learn something along the way. And you look at these like cool pocket things. You bring that down to show you. And so, you know, and basically the strips are super simple. What you do is you take the strip, you fold over, and you sew the top down. Okay, so that part's sewn down, and then you fold it all up. And I did it with clips, and so I just clipped it, and then at the bottom of each of these you just tack them in place, and that keeps the bottoms from coming back open. Then you pin it all into place, you tuck in all your extras, and then you just sew from here all the way around. And then what you do is you just pry that open, sew straight, pry that open, sew straight, pry this open, sew straight, and now you've got your little pockets. I mean, it even shows you like where to, you know, line everything up. It's just so easy. Couldn't be easier. Like, it's just, and it's really adorable. I love these sort of cute Christmassy. There's even got like a little bit of gold, like metallic gold in here. So very festive. I think you'll like it a lot. So, like, that's the first one. I'm about to, I knew it. I knew the whole thing was going to come right off. I could feel it. I felt it go. It's a good thing I didn't do that while you were all watching that particular feed, because then you'd be like, that motion sickness. It's always something fun here, technology wise. I thought I had this like really on there, but I guess I didn't. It's a great learning piece. Yes, absolutely. And I think too, what you get out of this is quick, easy project, right? So you know, this is one of those panels too, like if you don't get it now and put it in your stash for next year, we're not going to have it by then, right? So if you're like, oh, I'll just wait until next year to get it, that's not how it works around here. It's one of these. Get Charlie to hold it for the rest of the show. You know, he would if he were here with me, but he is not. He is at the he's at the house. So I do have one thing though to pull up here, because I just find it hilarious. we were talking about sending doing the sale for this week. And Charlie says, well, I think you should make me into the Grinch. And I'm like, what? And he was like, for sure. He's like, you should turn me into the Grinch. And I'm like, okay. So we go to TikTok where, guess what? You can get all these filters on TikTok. And I took a picture of him, and this was the Grinch version. And then, of course, I put free shipping all over it. But, yeah, so this was TikTok's, I guess, interpretation of Charlie as the Grinch. And I've been saying to everybody, because of course people are like, Charlie Grinch is really cute, right? I think he's cute. And they're like, oh my gosh, how could you do that to your husband? Well, it was his idea. This is the power of AI. And honestly, like, AI is really scary. Like, AI is super, like, we should be afraid of what AI can do, because our robot overlords, they're coming. And I took this picture of Charlie. Oh no, I lost my video feed. Hang on. Lord, hear my prayer. It just does this thing. I think it's like overheating. I think. This is the second time it's turned off. I think it's because I'm really, like, essentially hotboxing myself in here. So we're gonna try this. There we go. There I am. Okay, so yeah, Tracy says you're a mean one. Whoops, no, you're not. Oh my gosh, girl, it is always something around here. And honestly, I do think it is a technology glitch, like Gremlins thing. Like, I think it's also because I'm like really trying to keep this room warm. When I first came in this room, it was like 50 degrees, and I know it's not. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm back. Hello. AI computer overlords messing with me. Well, once you start messing with AI, you know, and he was too funny. He was like, just turn me into the Grinch and put that in our email newsletter. So if you aren't part of our email newsletter, you probably didn't see that one. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of what's been going on with that. Now, we have another one to show you, and I really like this panel a lot. And it's a stockings panel. This one, what is it called? Scandi, because it is very Scandinavian like, and the colors are red and gray. Ooh, right? Now, if you watched our TikTok, we did one of those TikToks where you like hold up the panel and you throw it at the camera and then it turns into something that's done. So I had to make the panel. So we've got the stockings, and then of course they're reversible. They're so cute. Now, you could take these stockings and you could make 4, and you would have 2 that go this way and 2 that go the other way. Um, and then, if that were not enough, your panel also comes with ornaments. And there's 4 of these on this panel. And all of these are reversible as well. So you can see that it's like they are reversible. And all of the hangers, that's on the panel too, which I love that thoughtfulness when it comes to a panel. I really should like be on a some sort of like thing where if you are a fabric company and you're putting a panel together, you should call me and I will consult with you on how to make a great panel even better, because it's the little stuff like that, like where the hangers, okay, I didn't finish them. All right. I was trying to get this TikTok done and I felt like I was under, oh Lord. Okay, this is a heat issue. It has to be. It has to be a heat issue. Hang on. We're going to play this game again. All right, in the meantime, I'm going to put Charlie up. Okay. It doesn't feel like it's overheating. But just in case, I'm going to turn off one of the lights that's right next to it. And I've turned off the really loud sound. Maybe it's trying to tell me something. I don't want to mess around with these old buildings and its electricity. So I've turned off the light. Hopefully the light that was right next to it, there is a light next to it, and that light might be overheating. I don't know. Let's hope not. Hopefully you can still see me. Yeah. So let's talk about, we're going to finish talking about these. So I was in the process of doing the TikTok and or trying to get ready for that TikTok, and I left all the little turning spots closed. So can you guys hear me still? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I should check what the audio or the video looks like. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's where I was right. I was saying that the light was overheating. I think that's what it's doing. If it conks out again, we might call it a night. I don't know. But it shouldn't be too bad now. Like I said, when I first came into this room, it was cold. It was like 50 degrees. And then I got in here. I do other videos. Yay, thank you, Missy. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate you. Yes, thank you. I always, thank you. I love it when you guys tell me that it's working. Because I'll tell you, when you're dealing with 100-year-old building and 100-year-old electricity outlets, you start to wonder, like, is it me or am I just going crazy? So it was 50 degrees in here. I was freezing cold. I had turned on the heat in the shop, but I keep the door to all the offices closed. I keep the door to the bathroom closed. And when you go in there, you're just like, oh my gosh, it's so freezing in here. Why is it so cold? It's because everything else is like absolutely nuts. Anyway, I didn't finish these these video or the edges of these, but this is how they're made. So you just you do them right sides together with the batting, and then what you do is you make the string, but you actually point it towards the middle, so then when you flip it right side out, the string is on the outside. And there's, we were in a hurry doing the TikTok, so my kid would be proud for the TikTok, but they're all reversible. So once again, if you wanted to double your quantity on this, you could take both sides of the stockings and back it with like a solid, and then you would have, the print, and then a solid, and then you could have two red pointing that way and then two gray pointing that way, so you'd have four total, and then you would have eight ornaments. So that would be one of the ways to extend this panel out. Oh, thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. We've been doing a social media challenge with other quilt shops, and the social media challenge is to do like that stuff every single day. Oh my gosh, did my video just die out again? It so did. I mean, I have this part though. Lord. All right, so we're just gonna pretend. Oh, yes. Cheryl, you've got a great idea. We should add faux fur to the tops and embroider names on them. That would be very cool. Now, I did very minimal quilting on this. Very, very minimal. I did like a stitch here, a stitch on the toe. You could go nuts and do all this on here too. So there's lots of ways to make these your own. And if you're teaching someone how to sew, these are great, like learning how to sew panels. I think that's really good too. So these are just really cute. You've got like a couple of different options here. You've got all the ornaments. All this is on one panel, and the panel is $12. So this is new, very fun. Again, I know we're running really close up to the holiday, but you could make the stocking, put a bottle of wine in it, add a couple of the ornaments in it, and now you've got a really sweet gift that you can give to somebody. So if you're running late on a Christmas gift, this also would be a cute Christmas gift, to just bring to somebody's house. Put like a package of cookies in here. Really, really easy. I lined it with whatever I had. And if you saw that fabric, it's on everything because I have a whole bolt of it. And so yeah. Anyway, so we've got all of this, these fun things. Charlie's gonna be mad that I took these off of the off of the shop wall, because we have all these decorations up in the shop, so he's gonna be mad that I took that down. Anyway, and then there's this guy and this collection, which I have a various different brands that we're carrying, and Clothworks is kind of new to me, but this is a collection of travel stuff. Now, for those of you that haven't been into my shop either ever or recently, we get a lot of travelers. We get a lot of people who are coming through Paducah on their way to somewhere else, or they are going through Paducah or they're traveling to Paducah, as part of their RVing, or I mean, we just get a lot of people who are on vacation. And this collection is all about traveling. And what's cool about this one, so not only is this like all of these fat quarters, but it comes with a panel as well. And I'm just gonna show this panel to you really quickly. And it says, I'm trying. It says, explore, go someplace where no one knows your name. And it's got like a world and a plane on it. And then on the bottom here, it says, adventures together last a lifetime. And what I really thought was cool was that this was not your typical like glamping, camping, explore kind of panel. It was very much more like dark and moody library traveler than it was like those glamping campers. Now, that's not to say we haven't had the glamping camper stuff in the store. We have, but so what's cool is they offer these collections that come with the panel. So you get the panel and you get all of the fabrics. So you get, some like world, like ships and cameras and stuff. You get it in a lighter color. You've got this one which is like kind of like mantras for traveling, like it feels good to be lost in the right direction, and that kind of stuff. Just for people who are, who enjoy traveling. Now, I love to travel, but Charlie is not. Charlie is not a great traveler. And he is like, if I could materialize into the place I need to be, I would prefer that. So you've got these, you can see the different colorways here. Then you've got this one, which is like all the passports and the plane tickets and like the old timey travel tickets, which is kind of cool. And I don't know about you, but when I did a lot of traveling, I was a ticket keeper. I kept a lot of tickets. Look at this one with the old style suitcases. I love this. And I love this one in this colorway. I love that. Of course, you got all your navigation, your timepieces. You've got those in a couple of neat colorways. And then this one's just really cool, like see the world. I kind of dig that. And you've got that in a few colors. So this would make a really easy quilt because it comes with all of these. Look at that, like sort of cracked leather. That's really cool. It's almost like a parchment color. And then you've got the gray. And I just felt like these colors were something that were different, and we didn't have a lot of this going on in the shop right now. I just, that's the thing about when you're buying fabric, you kind of have to have a little bit of everything. You've got to have a little bit to be, kind of a broad spectrum of stuff, which is awesome. So we've got this it comes with the panel. The panel from a literary quote: to know the truth of yourself, travel till no one knows your name. Yes. I love it. That is so great. It's perfect. And I kind of agree. I mean, that's kind of the whole point, right? Is to get out there, see the world. that kind of thing. So I'm kind of down for that. It is very cool, Mary. I'm enjoying this. It's very different, and what I like about it, like I said, is that it's just colorways that we haven't had in the shop. So we're kind of getting that, scratching that little bit of an itch. Now you're probably like, but like, oh my gosh, Cheryl, that's like, it's what? It's $70. It's a panel and 16 fat quarters. So you got a lot in this bundle. It's a good bundle because it's like instant quilt. 16 fat quarters is a lot of fabric. Nerd, it isn't you, Tracy. You are allowed to have that nerd moment here. We appreciate you. We're here for that nerd moment. Now, if you just want a little sampling of these colors and this panel, there's no panel in here, but it does have all of the fabrics in the collection. So you can get the charm pack for 15, or you can get the bundle that comes with the panel and all of the fat quarters. It's cool. So these are new. We've got the panels, these other panels that are new. We've got the advent calendar, which is new. Oh my gosh. Like, it's cool stuff right now. And this is on top of the stuff that came in last week. If you were here last week, you got to see that we did the soft book. We have a new toy soft book that is like chef's kiss. It is like, I'm doing that like Italian thing with my hand, right? So it's really nice. You're gonna love it. And then we've got all new bundles, wovens. We've got all new wovens in the store. Yes, you heard that right. We have new wovens, and they are gorgeous. Beautiful saturated colors. You're not gonna want to sleep on those. Lots of cool stuff going on at the moment. Free shipping. So free shipping until December 16th. Now, that said, December 16th is going to be about when we can guarantee it by Christmas. Okay. And there's a lot of crazy nonsense going on with the post office right now because of Canada Post. So they're getting backed up with international stuff, and they have nowhere to put that. So you're gonna have to be patient with your post office guys. Okay. But Charlie Grinch is here to say we're giving free shipping until the 16th. So if you place orders now, you can still have and make these in time. These only took me like a couple hours tops, these gifts. This easy, probably a 2 to 3. This is an afternoon project for sure. All you need is a little batting and perhaps a little bit of fabric for the interiors. That's it. That's all you need for these. Super simple. Still got time to make it. If you're looking at making a bigger project, like something like this, you're running out of time, but that doesn't mean that you can't pick it up and put it away for a future project. Okay, it's because you might want to take advantage of that free shipping because it's free shipping, and who doesn't love free shipping? Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's what happens here in Paducah. Mary lives in Louisville, and Louisville's like 3 hours ish, 3.5 hours ish from Paducah. And Mary, um, we are no longer our own hub for packages. And so we've had a lot of people ordering from us lately, uh, especially because we've one of our patterns has kind of gone a little viral. And we find that our packages go from Paducah up into Indiana, either to Evansville, or if they can't be taken at Evansville, they'll go all the way to Indianapolis and then back down to wherever they go. So my favorite is when it should just go straight across. It goes like that, and then the people in Florida are the ones who give us the most guff because they're like, "Hey, why am I in Florida and my box is going into Indiana?" And I'm like, "It's totally okay. It That's what it always does. Like it always goes into Indiana. I can't help that." But they're always afraid that the package is like being rerouted, and I'm like, "No, Paducah can no longer do its own uh mail sorting. The new hub is Evansville, Indiana. So it goes 2 hours north to go, you know, three. It could just have gone from here to here, but it doesn't. So I wish I had an answer for that, but that's the answer that my post office continues to give me every time I try to figure out what's going on. Aren't these cute? Look at the tree. I love the tree. It's kind of like that cool, swirly, kind of modern tree, but also Scandinavian looking. It's just really neat, cute. So we've got these really cute stuff. We've got lots of bundles. So if you've been looking at bundles, today is your day. You won't have to pay extra shipping for that. Postal service, I know. Well, I wish we had more control over it, but we don't. If I could teleport things to where they should be, I would have, but I cannot. But it is time, right, to get all of these last minute gifts, last minute ideas. We're still shipping. We're shipping every day, and we're getting that stuff out there. We do have a quilt pattern that is coming out very soon. It was supposed to come out Black Friday, but it didn't. And yeah, the reindeer is gorgeous. I agree. I love it. I like it in red. um, it's cool. It's a cool panel and easy. And if I just take the time to sew up the butts here on each of these ornaments, it would be fine. But to do the TikTok, I was like, I'll just pinch it really hard. And then it won't come undone for the video. But as you can see, the more I move them around, the more they come out. And then of course I was trying to make them so that they didn't look too sloppy. But it was TikTok. It's a TikTok video. So what are you gonna do? I think Max would be very happy to have that. I do too. I just love Scandinavian reds. I don't know why. I just do. Um, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing all of that when I was in um the Scandinavian countries. I spent like a few days in Sweden on a trip once, and I just loved the whole vibe. Also, when you go into a store in Scandinavia, their word for hello is hey, and it's Hej is how they spell it. So they when you walk in, they go hey, and I said hey because I'm like American. I say hey, and they started speaking to me in Swedish, and I was like, oh no, I'm I'm so American. I'm so sorry. But they thought because I said hey that I was Swedish, um, which I thought was funny. So when you go to Sweden, if you want them to speak to you in English, make sure you say hello instead of instead of hey, because their word for hello is hey. And that one really that one got me. So anyway, so that's what I've got for you tonight, my friends. We've got beautiful panels, free shipping. Definitely check it out. Charlie Grinch here is telling you to take advantage of this sale while you are thinking about it. We've got lots of fun stuff for you to check out. The panels page, nice and stocked. Bundles page, nice and stocked. And we're waiting for all kinds of stuff, right? Same thing happened to me in Poland. Do they say hey in Poland? I didn't know that they said hey in Poland as hello. I just think of it as like an American, like, hey, you know, like, hey, everybody. Do I have any yardage of the travel fabric? No. I do not. I only carry the bundles. So that's what we've got. So you'll find that on the those on the bundles page. And the pre-cuts are going to be on the pre-cuts page. So the charm packs and things like that. What else? We're getting restocks of needles. They are stock in it's not hay. Yeah. Yeah. It needles are stuck in customs. That was fun. So we're waiting for that. We thought we would have those. Yeah. Yay. And thank you so much, Tracy. I appreciate you. I do it too with hay. But that one caught me off guard because she immediately switched and was like just speaking to me like I was native, and I was like, whoa. No. I slow down. I'm you know, crazy American. And we learned after that to just say hello. They just looked at you and spoke Polish. Well, I mean, Mary, you're like pretty Polish. I mean that, you know, she knows I mean that with all love and sincerity. I mean, Mary's about as Polish as you get. They just were like, "Oh, you're one of us." And, you know, speak to you in Polish. I think you might be able to get along for like a few words. I know you know Polish. I do not know any other languages except German, and I know it really, really, really poorly. Um, like so poorly, I'm like embarrassed to try to speak it. But it is Krampus Day. Yes, ma'am. I know it. I know it. Mary is like right up there with like right from Poland. Direct from Poland. Yeah, tonight is Krampus. Today is Krampus Day. Last night was Krampusnacht. And Grosse von Krampus, greetings from Krampus. And you know, today is the day when Krampus would go around and go with Santa Claus and greet the good children would be greeted by Santa, and the bad children would be taken by Krampus and put in a sack and beaten with sticks. So there was a lot more scary stuff with the Christmas holidays. I bet you were able to understand it. That's like me in German. I can understand German. I can't speak it. Like I can read it. I can read German, but I can't speak it. Well, I'm just not good at the pronunciations and stuff. But I started to during the pandemic. I would listen to German top 40 radio stations. So I would get like little bits. I would hear words and understand little bits. But you know how they say like if you immerse yourself in the language you'll pick it up? That is not true. It's Krampus is horrifying. There is a pretty funny, scary movie that's Krampus related that we watched last night in honor of Krampusnacht. Um, and he is a little bit like like one of the versions of Black Pete, which was who is a companion to Saint Nick. So there was always like two. There was Saint Nicholas, and then there was always like his various people. And oh yeah, uh, that would be today, and I think that's why today is Krampus day. It's not true. The immersion. I thought you could just like oh, like if you got thrown into a foreign country and they'll be like, "Oh, you'll pick it up quick." No, the answer to that is no. I I would fail so badly. I would be so I would fail. Like you'd have to be like I'd be like, "I'm sorry, could you speak some English?" I'd be that foreigner. I'm just not I don't know if I could pick it up. And you would think like we watch a lot of Japanese animation and we watch it with the subtitles on. You would think I would have picked up some of that. Nope. That would be the answer to that either. So, all right, my friends, free shipping still going on. And I have to say, you know, Mikawai. That's cool. So, Mikołaj in Poland. Mary, what's the big Christmas time Polish confectionery? I know you know. Like what like in Sweden it's the gingerbread pressed like they're like pressed cookies in Sweden and also a bit in German. German's more the gingerbread men. But what's the Polish version? I know like near Fat Tuesday that's when we get punchkis. I only know the holidays by the food, right? So I'm sure there's a good Polish delicacy for this one. But I know that in Sweden they have these little cookies that they're like gingerbread. So they have like that gingerbread dark color. Ooh, soft gingerbread coated in chocolate. What? Okay, that sounds amazing. Now, I'm a big gingerbread fan. I don't know I like a good gingerbread cookie. I'm kind of down for that. So, I would be okay with the gingerbread cookie. Oh yeah, it is more like cake. Well, yeah. That would make sense. And then it does also make sense that the German and the Swedish are also gingerbread like. So that makes sense. But gingerbread men are like a German thing. Um, So anyway, food is good. I'm telling you, it's making me hungry. All right. So my friends, I have no face visuals except for me right here. I have no thing for that. There's just me sort of sitting here. Because the camera over there died. So it's just me and my hands tonight. Um I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you get some sewing done this weekend. I know I'm going to try to do some. Um ooh, pernicky. I like it. I feel like I know someone whose last name is that. Pernicky. Um I feel like that's somebody's like last name. Anyway, um I hope you get some sewing done. We have a photo shoot that we're doing on Monday, so look to our social medias for how fun that's going to be. We're going to be doing some fun stuff like that. If you are local, please come on in on Saturday. We are open tomorrow till 4 o'clock. And then we're having a parade downtown at 5:30. So come and join the downtown area for the parade. I'm trying to decide if we're gonna sit out in the cold and watch the parade, or if we're gonna watch it from the upstairs windows in in the building. I think we're heading. I think we're leaning towards the building. But my friends, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Get some sewing done. I'll see all of you next week. Take care. Bye bye.